Hey, it's the big guy Ryback here at Dragon's Gym in Las Vegas off of East Flamingo. This is my friend,
Hi.
Karen, beautiful Brazilian muscle woman who's gonna work out with the big guy today.
Shoulders Day.
She's been here for a long time. Did we get any of it when me talking about the possible fire at my house?
Negative.
We did not get that.
No.
So I was like 10 minutes away. We were supposed to record probably like an hour and a half ago. And I had to turn around. I thought my house was on fire and my dogs were in jeopardy. And I ran out of gas and had to sprint to the gas station. So a few people screamed my name on the way. And but everything was okay. We're here and we're gonna have a great workout today. We're here, Dragon's Gym. Today we're gonna do shoulders. I still have a long ways to go. I wore a tank top just in case somebody's bitching and complaining that I know Stu Bennett didn't like my baggy shirt before. And he told me he loved the workout video, but he hated my baggy shirt. So if I feel good as the workout progresses, I might be in my tank top, but I don't want her to make me look bad today.
He looks very good.
That sounds very nice, Kevin. Look at the lights. So today, with my shoulders, shoulder day and chest day are the 2 days that I really got to concentrate on. I did all my rehab stuff earlier, and I'll do a lot of sets of 10 to 12 today to get the shoulders warmed up. We'll probably hit between 35 and 40 sets, but I'm also going to do 4 to 6 reps, and I'm really working on building my strength back up in a safe zone and not getting any grinding in the shoulder for the day. Look at the muscular definition. It's not the tumor.
I'm trying getting better.
I like the shoe support. I couldn't even do this machine for quite a while. The last few years when my shoulder was at its worst, it would grind, it would hurt. And I could do that now pain-free and pretty much grinding-free until I continue to build the strength. And with Andrew Locke's workout program, the physiotherapist I'm working with, but my size is slowly coming back and I can't rush it. So we're gonna take the rest of 2020 and just keep grinding away, keep building away. Now we got to start doing the boxing and the jiu-jitsu. So maybe Casey, you could shoot in and watch the big guy grapple a little bit.
100%.
Jiu-jitsu going on over there. Yeah, on this one right here though, we're gonna now do 4 to 6 reps and within a weight that's very safe for me still. And what I'll do is I'll try to do 3 sets of this and progressively go a little heavier. In this rebuilding, doing the high reps has been something I've had to do for the last 3 years. Now I got to really work on getting my strength back and getting my muscle denser. That's something that I've lost the last 3 years throughout my whole body from not squatting and deadlifting and training at a maximum intensity. So I've had to make that up with higher volume and higher reps. And so now we're slowly adding in a little heavier weight within a safe 4 to 6 rep range. The same weights as me?
Yeah, not too heavy.
Going really
No,
light
heavy.
right now, really light. These are heavy for you, aren't they? Right?
I think it's heavy. Maybe 10.
I would laugh at what I'm doing right now, but I'm working my way back up. I used to grab the 150s and press them like nothing. Right now, that will be a dream if I could do that again, which with my left arm I could, but with my right, it's gonna be a bit with no cartilage in there, or limited cartilage. Use better form. Like on that last one right there, I got a little bit of grinding because I went too quick when I went down and then went to come up. and just a little bit of grinding. So I got to be very careful with that because that causes inflammation. So what I'm doing right here, the last few years, I really had to cut out pressing. And this used to be a thing. I'd come in, and if I was going to do a machine, I'd just go all the way max weight. Like I said, the big dumbbells. And so we're starting off very small, and right now go to the 4 to 6 rep range again here and keep it within a safe zone, but try to slowly start building my strength back up in that shoulder without getting to grinding.
Everybody's seen that.
Very easy. No grinding though. Just continuously get that shoulder to be more stable as time goes on. Just work on the rear deltoids. Again, the machines, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of free weight stuff and 10 to 12 reps on this. Just get everything moving, making sure it's stable, and then we'll progress the weight as we go along back to that 4 to 6 rep range. This is one of my favorites of the last few years. That allowed me not to hurt myself, but continuously still work out, be active, or else I'd lose my mind. Very nice, Karen. Those were your doubts. The shoulders are something I've told you I like to work out every muscle. I think nothing looks worse than when you're just not balanced. So for me, the rear delts, and it helps keep you good posture, just keep everything in place. And everything on every rep, I'm squeezing. I keep from my hands all the way to my shoulders, to my back, and just focusing on keeping that core tight and really maximizing the intensity all around. Even in my legs, I stay tight on all the lifts. Especially going lighter, it helps me because I'm not moving nowhere near the weight that I used to move. So I got to figure out ways to increase the intensity, whether it's with more reps, squeezing harder, without adding more weight. Doing dumbbell presses right here, very light, 30 pounds. I couldn't even do these before with all the grinding. And right now the name of the game is just continuing to push myself within my limits. And with Andrew Locke, the physiotherapist, as long as there's no grinding, we're on the right track and just keep progressing week after week.
No, it's not that. It's over time. It's over time. It's over the things you've done in your life.
When I get the grinding in my shoulder, what happens is it causes massive inflammation, and it really limits what I can do with it. Those feel pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
Like for me, in coming to public gyms like this, it's something during this phase, the last 3 years with all the injuries and the stem cell procedures, I didn't really want to record any of this until I was back in my head to being who I want to be. But I figured too, it's important to kind of, like we were talking about, Casey just mentioned stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. And this is something for me. I'm very antisocial, even though I do a lot of things socially as far as the podcast and talking to people and whatnot. I like to wear headphones. For myself, I fucking hate not having that and being able to listen to what I need to listen to and kind of zoning out in my own little way, how I'm used to and comfortable to doing. And so now what we're doing is putting myself in these positions that I'm not comfortable in, that I don't like, because I don't feel like me right now. But I think it's important for people to see
the grind, the comeback.
Literally the grind of the grind. And like you said, the comeback. And it's been going on for 3 years. And that was some stuff I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be on YouTube outside of my social media stuff. And So now we're kind of just diving in, and it's kind of holding me accountable week after week, and where it gives me something to kind of work towards and work forward that I visually know, I physically know we're going to be doing this every week. So it forces me to go hard every day, even though I do go hard every day, but it gives me kind of more of a reason to be motivated, and again, stepping out of the comfort zone. So our good buddy Karen here has to go because I'm an asshole, and I was an hour and a half late because I thought my dogs were on fire, possibly. So I ran home like an asshole.
Thanks so much.
So, but what's your Instagram that people could follow you on?
Karen Monique.
Karen Monique? No underscore, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. And you got a bodybuilding show, a fitness show coming up.
Figure amateur.
Yes. Do you want to show everyone that how big you're?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for working out with me. So that was actually the first time that I've ever met Karen. We were supposed to get together several times, and then that's why today, when I was like 10 minutes away and I thought the house was on fire, it was like, of course, horrible timing, because we've had a few things that got canceled already. So I'm glad that we were able to make this happen today. She's a sweetheart. No grinding, name of the game. I have so much work to do on my body right now. Like, I hate what I see. It's part of the rebuilding process. All right, so what we're gonna do now is just I'd like to do arms twice a week. I'll probably do 6, 7 sets today of biceps, triceps, maybe 8. And it's one of those things. My arms have been one of the things I've always had good biceps, I would say. My triceps, my long head has always kind of been a little bit underdeveloped, and I didn't do specific exercises for that. So that's one of the things I'm really concentrating on for me, just visually looking as good as I can, but being as functional as I can, being as strong as I can. And this stuff right here, this is more accessory stuff at the time. But like my first arm workout of the weekend, we'll get one of those on here. I'm doing a lot more free weights again now, really, really working on developing those stabilizing muscles and different things. But today, just get a little bit of a pump, kind of finish off today's workout. I couldn't even, I was telling you, Casey, on my right arm, I couldn't even externally rotate to do this properly over the years, which I can now externally rotate. And now I just got to build these muscles up because, like I said, I love myself, but I hate the way that I look right now for me, for what I want. And there's nothing worse than putting yourself out there when you're not happy with where you're at. But because like I said, I do 3.5, 4 hours a day. But when you're lifting really light, it's hard to build the muscle the way it needs to be built when you're used to lifting really heavy your whole life. So. And I know there's somebody out there, you're crazy, but just for me, what I visually want and expect of myself, just doing a tricep extension right here, it locks you in. There's nothing compares to free weights and the benefit that you get from that. But for me right now, it's this little second workout of the week, just get some blood into the arms. And again, work my shoulder. These movements used to hurt me. And I'd put I would be on the first plate on the weight stack. It was very depressing. And it didn't feel like it was doing anything, but I'd still go in and I'd still work out every day. And I'd do my full workout with super light weights because I knew I would feel a lot worse if I didn't. And I had to keep that habit because I felt like if I didn't, I would have replaced it with a bad habit. So I kept everything the last few years of just being active, even though it wasn't ideal. And here we are now, the light at the end of the tunnel, and keeping a positive mental attitude. There's not going to be any conditioning today. I did 45 on my elliptical, and then I had to run 2 miles to the gas station to get the gas earlier.
Why'd you do that?
because the car ran out on the freeway when I was running home for the fire, the supposed fire that my cameras were picking up different, which I'll send you that video. We can put it in here maybe so that people can decide if I'm crazy or not. You saw the video, Casey, right?
Yeah, totally.
Did it look like it was,
Did it look like you were out of your mind? Yeah.
Did it look like there was possibly a fire? If you didn't know, is that something you would chance with two dogs right by it?
No, I would go home. Good
Yes.
choice.
Thank you for just saying that. I know you don't believe that now. Your facial.
Wait till they see the video.
It's 2 heavy sets, 4 to 6 reps here, and then we'll do some Bosu ball push-ups to kind of end today. I feel like nice solid workout after a pretty hectic day, which I didn't want to do. That was one of the things, and I'm glad you said you were still free, because it's one of those things, talk about like feeling good and whatnot. I didn't feel good after thinking that possibly my dogs were in what I would always be afraid of, a fire at my house that I had no control of, stuck in traffic the whole way home. And I knew that if I would have stayed there and just said, well, fuck it, my day's ruined. I just drove an hour and I had to cancel my plans and everything's going bad with the day. And it was like, oh, I'm still free. And then I'm going to drive 45 more minutes. We're going to get this done. And I feel a lot better now. So
You're welcome.
thank you, Casey. Casey Robbins. Just concentrating and squeezing. Every week, just try to get a little stronger, a little bigger, a little leaner, a little more, make the muscles a little more dense. Takes time and being consistent. Every day with Andrew Locke, the physiotherapist that I'm working with, that has helped me tremendously. Thank you, Andrew. I do either Bosu ball push-ups or regular push-ups, just 3 sets of 10. It really, really helps with the shoulder stability. And typically I'll do these at home with all my rehab stuff. I did that earlier and I didn't get the push-ups in, so we're gonna finish off with those today. And then we're gonna call it a day, call it a night. I feel that on my right side of my lat. It's just sometimes, especially once it starts getting fatigued, you get fatigued. And I just really have to concentrate on keeping my elbows tight and trying to keep that lat engaged to get those muscles firing. It's a daily battle, but if I can get that lat back to what it is, but what it was and stabilized, it keeps that shoulder stabilized and allows me to go through the range of motion, no grinding, no inflammation, and get stronger and stronger and stronger with every time. Big thank you to Dragon's Gym out here in Las Vegas. My first time out here. Beautiful gym, great gym. They got a powerlifting section over there. Come on out here off East Flamingo in Las Vegas. Dragon's Gym. We're going to be back here much, much more, many more times. This has been Rebuilding Ryback. Number 2, never forget, get hungry, stay hungry, feed me more. Hey guys, it's the big guy Ryback, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and punch that like, smash that subscribe button, and check out my all-natural supplement line. Supplement. Stupid! My all-natural supplement line, Feed Me More Nutrition, available on Amazon and feedmemore.com. And as always, Conversation with the Big Guy Ryback, available on all podcast platforms, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and wherever podcasts are available. never forget, feed me more.
Thank you for tuning in to this segment of Ryback's Conversation with the Big Guy. Watch full episodes here on YouTube. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button if you had a great time watching. And for all supplements, check out feedmemore.com.